Yo, what's up? Bringing you that MLB 16 the show. In this series, we're going up against the Atlanta Braves. Our lineup for this game is Starling Marte, Gregory Polanco, Andrew McCutchen, John Jaso, Jung Ho Gung, Josh Harrison, Francisco Cervelli, Jordy Mercer, and Ivan Nova is on the mound making his debut for the team. So that leads us into the next thing. The trade deadline occurred and the Pirates have made a few trades, and right here we give up a home run. Ah, man, not the way you want to debut, giving up a home run in the first inning. But if you guys recall, the way that I run my franchise is I kind of reflect what the real life Pirates do as far as trades and all that stuff go. So the Pirates made 4 trades at the trade deadline, and we're going to talk a little bit about each of those and how it impacts our current team. So as you can see, we have Ivan Nova, and we traded 2 players to be named later to the New York Yankees. That doesn't really affect us because the 2 players to be named later, that could have been anyone, so I just gave up anyone, and we get ourselves a starting pitcher in Ivan Nova. And I think this is a trade that will actually help us because we haven't pitched that well with our starters, mainly our back end of the rotation. So adding in a new player, a fresh face, might help us moving forward. The next trade, and this is probably the biggest one, is Francisco Liriano got traded to the Toronto Blue Jays along with Harold Ramirez, which is a prospect in the Pirates organization, for Drew Hutchison. Now, this one really hurts our team because if you've been following this season, this franchise, Francisco Liriano has been our best pitcher. He's been putting up Cy Young numbers for the team. He's been 10-3, a 1.61 ERA, somewhere around 150 strikeouts. That's a big loss for the team, but the thing that really irks me the most is I really wanted to win a Cy Young with him. You know, I was really pushing for that. He was second in the Cy Young race for the National League when we traded him, and now we lose that opportunity to do so. At the beginning of the season, a Cy Young reward or an MVP, did I say reward? Award was one of the things that I wanted. But Drew Hutchison is the player coming in from that trade, and he's going to have to play very solid for us throughout the remainder of the season. So we're most likely not going to get a Cy Young now or an MVP like we kind of wish for. Now, I didn't expect to do it, but the way the season, progressed, we definitely had a chance to. So that's where this trade is one I'm not really favorite of, but it's all good. We still have a chance to do other things, and really the ultimate goal is to win the World Series, which we're not even close to getting to. We'll see how that goes. Now, the other trades that happened is that we traded Mark Melancon, our closer, to the Nationals for Felipe Rivero. Now, for this franchise, I don't see this trade as a big loss. It's not a gain either, but it's definitely not a huge loss for the team. And the reason why is although Mark Melancon pitched good for us, he only got a save in probably half our games. So we don't really use him that much. And if you look back at the last month of the season, he only had 3 saves. In whatever amount of games we played, he only had 3 saves, which pretty much equates to only 3 appearances because I only use my closer in save situations. So in getting Felipe Rivero, we're probably getting a player that we're going to utilize more because he's going to go right to the bullpen, and then Tony Watson is going to move into the closer role. So hopefully this is a trade that actually helps our team out and kind of strengthens the bullpen. Felipe Rivero is a lefty, and we don't have that many lefties in our bullpen, so that addition in itself makes it a nice trade. And then the last trade is we traded John Neese back to the New York Mets for Antonio Bastardo. So we get ourselves another bullpen pitcher, a lefty in fact, for a starting pitcher in Neese. Now Neese, he hasn't really played that well for us throughout the season, but the last month of the season, he was picking it up a little bit, putting up better numbers. But once again, this is a trade that I don't think will impact the team because we did get 2 new starters in Drew Hutchison and Ivan Nova. So if we still had John Neese, we kind of have a lot of starters to choose from. So just because we got 2 new starters, this loss doesn't really hurt our team. And adding another bullpen pitcher, a lefty, I think that can help the team out. But these are the trades that we made at the trade deadline. Some were better than others, but hopefully they can lead us into finishing off the season strong. We're still pushing for one of those 2 wildcard spots, and that's probably our best bet at the playoffs. But this was Ivan Nova's debut. 8 solid innings after that home run, 5 strikeouts, and a win. Can't ask for anything better. But thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'm out.